Hey guys, welcome back to the 6th Gear channel, and in today's review I'm actually going to be reviewing a 2021 F-350 Platinum in carbonized gray. Looks absolutely amazing. There is a lot of snow on it. I just try to clear as much as I can off. It's pretty icy out here in Canada. I mean, we do have some 2021s just with massive icicles on them, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge fan of this weather right now, but without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright everyone, so here is the 2021 F-350 Platinum in carbonized gray. I truly love the Platinum design and overall look, especially when you come across the front grille. But as I usually start, we have these beautiful LED daytime running lamps and then LED lights as well. Down here we do have that LED fog lamp. As we come across the front, again I'll showcase that front grille. This does have a 360 camera right here as well. This little compartment here is actually a washer fluid spray, so when you put the front washer fluid to spray the front windshield, this will actually come out and spray the camera just in case if you have any debris on it. So this one does have chrome recovery hooks right at the bottom there. You do too have this massive air dam here. Basically what's that's for is to direct air underneath the truck as much as you can to allow for better fuel economy. I'm personally not a huge fan of it because it looks pretty big and just tacky. Some of our customers or some people actually do just take it off because it makes the truck look a little bit bigger, but that's what that down below is there for. So we do also have Super Duty. I don't know if you can kind of tell because I got a little bunch of snow on here, but we do have Super Duty engraved here right on the front of the hood. Now the hood does also have some bulges on it. So as you can see here, we do have one bulge on the passenger side. And as we carry through to the driver's side, we have another one, which looks a little bit beefier and a little bit cooler. Also, too, at the top, we do have those LED clearance lights at 2. So that's it for the front. Let's take a look at that power stroke. So this truck here is equipped with the 6.7 liter power stroke diesel. If I can get this open, there we go. Alrighty, so the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel has 475 horsepower and 1,050 foot-pounds of torque, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Really smooth and really nice to drive, especially with the Power Stroke itself. You get a lot of towing capability, so that's always a bonus. We do also have a light up here. And then one thing I did notice as well is this little air dam here, which I didn't notice in previous generations, so maybe they have added that. Maybe just for the diesel, I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to note that that's there. But that is what the engine bay looks like in this F-350. So let's take a look around the vehicle. So coming across the F-350 here, we have some beautiful 20-inch aluminum rims here. They're sitting on Michelin LTX AT2 tires. The tire size here is 275/65 R20. So the rim actually looks pretty good on the Platinum, so I'm not going to complain about that. Inside here we do also have a fender liner just to help with any debris going in, and to help with noise deadening. Over here we do have that F-350 badge, Platinum here in chrome, and then we also have a functional vent here to help get heat out of the engine bay. And then too, this is kind of showcasing a little bit more of the color. So this color here is supposed to take over the magnetic color in the previous generation, which I don't know, I don't mind it actually. It looks pretty good, but it's kind of hard to beat magnetic because it was actually a really cool color. But over here we do have chrome on the mirror caps here. This is also your kind of a daytime running lamp here. And then when you put on that mirror light, this is an LED light that you can illuminate to help beam any direction over on this side so you can see anything that's going on. These are power folding and power extending, but with the Platinum you do get a little bit more chrome as opposed to maybe a Lariat black pack, which pretty much blacks out everything else. There's 6.7 Power Stroke diesel right there. And then too, like I was saying, the chrome just kind of goes around the door sill here. You do have chrome on the door handles. There is a touch sensor here, so to lock, you just hold this button here, and then to unlock, there's a touch sensor right here, and you just grab it and it unlocks the vehicle. Now you do also have power deploying running boards on a Platinum, which are standard, so I will show you right now. That's what they look like, and they come down pretty low, which is pretty good. especially if you're a shorter person, to help you get inside the truck better. So here's a view of it, what it looks like from the side. Again, it looks really, really good, especially with the color. I actually don't mind it. Over here we have the diesel tank and the dev fluid. To easy access here for the dev fluid, so you don't have to go into the engine bay to put it in yourself. Here's another look at that rim at the back here, and again, I truly like the design of the rim for the F-350s. And then here we could take a look at the suspension down below. The leaves there. This does not have the high capacity trailer tow, unfortunately, but again, it's, if you need it, if that's great. If not, then it's not a big deal. This does also have FX4, but let's take a look at the back. So coming across the back here, we do have platinum engraved right on the back in chrome with the Super Duty right at the bottom here. Over here on the tail lights themselves, they are LEDs on the platinum. So we do have that LED daytime running light coming down below and at the top. This is your BLIS, your blind spot information system. Over here is your reverse light, which is LED as well. You do also have 4 parking sensors right on the bumper there. And then there's the trailer connection down below. So your max payload on this truck is 3,940 pounds. Your max trailer conventional tow is 20,000, and your max gooseneck and fifth wheel is 22,000. Over here we do have your rear view camera, and then also a light that beams down below to help you connect your trailer, maybe at nighttime if you can't see. There are a couple ways to open also the tailgate, so you can use the button over here right in the tailgate itself, or you can just click the button here on the key fob, push it twice, and the tailgate will open slowly. So this does have your tailgate step, so if I move the snow here, you just push this in, tailgate step comes down, and then here your railing will also deploy. Now you do also have this factory spray and bed liner, which I truly love a little bit more because you get the Ford logo right in the front. Now you do also get 4 bed lights, so if you push this button over here, right there, all 4 of the LEDs will light. So 1 up there, you have 2 up there, and then 1 in this corner here. So it's just nice at nighttime if you need anything and you need to access anything in the bed, you just push that button over there and it will light all the lights. You do also have here some plugs. These connectors are actually for your fifth wheel and gooseneck prep package to plug in for your lights or anything like that. Coming up to the actual window itself, right above it we have your Chimzo camera. So right there, that camera right above the Kitchener Ford Tough sticker, there is a camera that you can actually see and access the back of the bed when you are driving. So if you maybe have a fifth wheel or a gooseneck back there and you just kind of want to know what's going on, that camera can be seen inside the infotainment inside, which I will show you. But that's pretty much it for the back. Let's take a look at the rear seats. So coming into the back of the Platinum itself, we're greeted with a black interior. So we do have some soft touch material up here. We do have a nice laminate trim right here, window switch here, and then your door handle. Some storage down below. Inside we are greeted with, again, that black interior that carries with another color of gray just right in some of the leather. So we do have it right here in the center, and then also on the backrest as well. Platinum is engraved right in the center of 2 seats in the back, and then also both seats in the front. You do also have 3 headrests back here, but the seats themselves are pretty comfy. They're very plush and they're soft to sit in. You do have heated rear seats, so right in the center stack here you have a USB-C, and then also a 120 outlet down here. A 12 volt is provided as well with 2 passenger vents and 2 cup holders. Now you do also have a rear armrest. So if I push this down here, you do have that armrest with 2 more cup holders. There is some underground storage underneath the seats. So when you push the seats up, you have some storage here. It is lockable, and if you didn't want the storage, you can actually fold this down and create a flat floor which is a little bit more better for people if they want to throw something flat on the floor there. This also does come with the panoramic sunroof, so I have it just half open right now, but it extends all the way back, and it looks really, really good, especially in the summertime. So that's pretty much it for the back. Let's take a look at the front. Alright, so before we come into the interior of the F-350, I do want to mention that this mirror does have your blind spot detection. So right up here, these two vehicle icons will illuminate yellow if there is a vehicle in your blind spot. So coming into the front driver's seat, we're greeted with that black interior that kind of carries throughout the whole vehicle. We have some soft touch material here, that nice laminated trim here. We have your window controls, your mirror controls are up here, and then we have your unlock and lock, your memory seating, as well as your handle. Now you do have some, it's kind of like a pinkish reddish stitching right around the vehicle, so it just kind of brings out the trim. But that's what that is right there. That trim also, that reddish pinkish stitching kind of carries throughout over here. And then too, down below we have your power adjustment controls for your seat, and then your massaging seat and lumbar right here. You do also have platinum engraved right here on the door sill, which looks great. Over here we have your light controls, so right now it's on auto, so I wouldn't really touch that unless you want to. Here are your fog lights, your bed lights, your interior dimming lights here, your mirror controls to illuminate the side mirror light. We do have a push button to open your tailgate now in the interior. These two are to adjust your pedals. And then over here we have a power telescopic steering wheel. That's pretty much it when you enter the Platinum. So let's actually head in and we'll take a look at the infotainment and around the interior. So coming inside the F-350 Platinum interior, we're greeted with, again, that black interior that carries just throughout the whole dash, but we do have that 8-inch instrument cluster display, which is pretty configurable. Right now it's in kilometers an hour. With these arrows right here, you can adjust the infotainment here, so you can pretty much go through all your fuel economy settings, your towing settings. You can see an off-road status, which is pretty cool. So right now it shows that I'm a 2 degrees horizontal incline, which is, I really like that if you're gonna go off-roading. But again, it's pretty configurable. You can kind of go through your different tripometers, your fuel economy, your fuel history, and that kind of thing. But I just typically leave it on the digital speedometer. You do have some analog gauges on the side, so your RPMs and your speedometer right on the right. And then too, you have your pressure gauges, your fuel economy or your fuel on the top. Now coming into the steering wheel here, we see that we have some different controls. So we do have your volume, and this is your media button, not mute. So that controls your center infotainment. We have your mute button down here, your voice command, your call pickup, call hang up. Here's your cruise control. This does have adaptive cruise control, which is pretty cool. Over here on the left, we have your window stock here to control your wipers. And then also you have your column shifter. You cannot get a center console shifter in the Super Duties. We also have here your different drive modes. So when you click this button here, it will show you your different drive modes like tow haul, eco, slippery, deep snow and sand, and it will go into 4x4 if needed be. And then you have your normal mode. Over here I will show you just a little bit of the dash. Looks pretty good. I like the soft touch material and that stitching that kind of carries throughout. We do also have some storage up here with that Bang & Olufsen speaker at the top. On the driver, or the passenger side rather, we have Super Duty plated right here, and then this is a upper glove box area, so you can store a little bit of things down up here, and then down below we have your regular glove box. So coming into the center screen, you don't have Sync 4. Sync 4 is not available. You have Sync 3.4. So it's just an upgrade to Sync 3. Again, pretty configurable, pretty easy to use. You have all your kind of hotkeys down below. So your climate, your phone, your navigation. It does have a heated steering wheel, so it's really nice to use that in the Canadian weather, of course. But again, you can just kind of go through these settings here and kind of play around where you want to be. There is a home function at the top left, which gives you a little bit of everything. Navigation. This does also have massaging seats, so if I go to settings here and I scroll to, let's see here, scroll to seats. Oh. it gives me two settings that I can do, or well, two settings, low and high, for my massaging seat. So truly love the massaging seat setting. It's nice to have on a long drive, of course, but you can have it both on the driver and passenger side. And then too, if you hit adjust here, so massaging seats are off now, it will go to your lumbar, so I can control my lumbar support here. But again, I want my massaging seats on, so that's what I'm going to use. The truck also does give you a rear seat reminder, which is pretty new for the new infotainment. So just in case if you left maybe your kids back there or anything else in the back, that's what that's for. Up at the top here, we do have some buttons. We have your diesel exhaust brake, your traction control, your hazards, your hill descent control, so basically your hill descent like cruise control kind of thing. This is your lane keeping assist, and then here is your camera to house your 360 camera. Now there was that camera that I mentioned that's on top of the rear window, so if I click the three lines here and I click this here, that is your backup bed camera. So really useful, like I was saying, if you have a fifth wheel or gooseneck, or maybe you just even have some payload back there that you want to kind of see how it's, you know, how it's doing. You just click this camera button and then you click this button here, and that will give you the access to the back of the bed there. These here are your 360 camera and your front camera, and again, you can kind of play around with this, but it's just a nice little view so you can kind of see what's going on. Over here we have your tuning knobs, so we have your volume control that controls your infotainment. So I'm going to just turn the camera off and then go to audio. So right here we have your volume knob, your presets here that you can save for your radio, your tuning knob as well to control the radio. Over here we have your 4x4 settings. If you pull this function out, that locks the rear differential, and then we can push that back in. We do also have a 12 volt and a 110 power outlet over here, which is pretty cool, especially if you want to plug in maybe your laptop or your phone, that kind of thing. Down below we have your climate control, so it is dual zone climate, so we have your heated and cooled seats, of course, because we're in a platinum. And then here you can control where the fan is going. Over here we have your trailer brake and then your pro trailer backup assist down below. This does have wireless charging for your phone, so you just put your phone right there and that will give you your wireless charging if your phone is compatible for it. We have USB and USB-C in here. I'll push the trim so you can see what it looks like. Again, it's just a nice laminate feel. It's actually really nice. I truly like it myself. Coming into the center console here, we have some storage. We have two cup holders. One thing, like I mentioned before in the Super Duties, I love the fact that you can slide this over and create two more cup holders, so you have a total of 4. And then of course you do have that center console that carries throughout that grayish interior with the red stitching. Opening that up, you have your deep center console, which this can slide in and out. You can also take this out if you'd like, twist it around, it's up to you. And this is a file holder too, so if you want to put any files in here, you can do that. You also have a 12 volt down below, and then some pockets here to throw some cables in so they don't get stuck right in the center. Up at the top here we do have some other controls, so your light controls for your interior lights. This is to open your sunroof, and then these buttons here are to open the sun shade so you can see more of the panoramic sunroof, which I'll show you. So right now I just opened that sunshade so you can see, and of course we do have some snow on there so you can't really see so much. We do have 6 auxiliary ports here, so if you wanted to put any, maybe lights or anything like that, you can just click it. Kind of makes you feel like a pilot, which is pretty cool. This activates your rear sliding window, and then also you have a spot for your sunglasses. We do also have universal garage control. Do want to mention that. But I think that's pretty much it for the interior itself. Really nice interior. I truly like it myself. It's very comfortable. Compared to its competitors, I think Ford does do a really good job with its interior design and quality. I think it's a really nice spot to kind of hang out, especially if you're just going on a long drive, which I truly love to spend my time in here. And yeah, I like the interior, I like the quality, I like the material, and the setup in here is actually really, really cool. So I do want to give Ford kudos to that. And yeah, let's just kind of talk about the price, because I'm sure you guys want to know the price. All right, so let's talk price of this bad boy. So this price here is $97,089 in Canadian. So let's go over some of the options this one has, as it is an actual special order. So someone special ordered this truck. So we have your diesel, of course, all-weather floor mats, the FX4 off-road package, which is pretty cool. You got the twin panel moonroof, the fifth wheel hitch prep package. So unfortunately I couldn't really show that because we got too much snow in the back. But front and rear wheel liners, your upfitter switches, heavy duty service suspension, and the tough bed spray and bed liner. So that's what this truck is optioned out to, and I'll give you my final thoughts around this truck. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. My final thoughts on this truck. Trucks are getting so expensive nowadays, it's hard to say that something like this is a good deal. It's just going to come down to your personal preference and kind of, again, what you think about it. It just, like I said, it's going to come down to, do you like driving the truck? Do you like the way it looks? Do you like the way it kind of tows? Do you like all that stuff? Because if you don't, you're not gonna drive it. You're not gonna want to buy it. I always say there is no right price for the wrong vehicle, because you're never gonna like the truck itself or the car or whatever it is you're buying, right? So you just gotta go into it thinking, well, if I don't like it, then I'm not gonna buy it. It doesn't matter what the price tag is. So I do think that Ford does a really good job with its exteriors and the interiors and its overall towing capability. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful truck inside and out, and I really like this one compared to its competitors. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video.